It's the 1st of May, so I thought it's only appropriate we do a little bit of drone flying. We're going to do the scrap yard here, or the scrappiest yard in DRL. Got a half-fast drone. It's not super fast, but it's okay to do a little bit of freestyle flying around. So let's start flying, shall we? And just fly through. I've been flying for about an hour today already. Just been out for a nice walk with Eileen and in the park. Like 27, 28 degrees. Beautiful weather here in Dortmund. So I thought only right we do a bit the old DRL flying on YouTube for you all. And it's funny, the more and more you fly, the better and better you get. But the more hundreds of hours you do, the better you can do different maneuvers and stuff, and the better you know how to fly. Whoops, there we go. Don't worry about crashing. It's the whole point of doing this is to crash, to practice, and then just do like interesting little things and so on. So someone made a comment before saying that liftoff and other ones are better. Yeah, they're all the same to me. I like DRL just because it was one of the first ones that I used in the beginning. Now, I don't use like console controllers. I'm using the DJI Remote Controller 3. So this is the proper FPV controller that you buy with the Avatar 2, or buy that's compatible with the Avatar 2. So I'm not using any like Xbox controllers or PlayStation controllers and so on. I'm using a proper FPV controller here. And I would advise, if you are going to do FPV or get into FPV, just dump using the console controllers, because they're not the same. All right, you will not get the same experience, and when you buy a proper controller, you'll have to relearn everything from scratch once again. So get yourself down to Amazon or something, go and buy yourself a second-hand DJI remote controller, or you got the Beta FPV controllers too. They're pretty cool, and they just plug in. They have a bit of problems with the Beta FPV with the getting it to sync and stuff like that with the cable and the computer. I'm on a Mac, using a Mac Mini at the moment. I've used my MacBook as well, which is Intel processor. I've got the Mac Mini M2 Pro, works super using Steam. So anyway, with that said, let's stop talking about computers and controllers. Let's just talk about flying drones and doing some tricks. So I like to learn how to go upside down, and as you can hear, that I turn off the throttle, and so once you go upside down, try and turn off the throttle and just let it fall by itself, and then put the throttle back on again when you're ready. And if we come up on this crane here and we just start spinning around, you see, we just turn the throttle off and we can move all the way around. I'm just doing random stuff here, okay? But when you're ready to go, power on the throttle. And if you want to do like loops and stuff, do loops, but don't worry about crashing. That's the whole point of doing this. Look, and this is supposed to be called a split S, but potentially, if you look on how a fighter jet does a split S, it kind of does a horizontal fly, and then it goes, then it goes in the opposite direction, and so I don't think it's totally clear to call a drone a split S move a true split S. I think it's more of a drone split S, let's call it. Anyway, let's continue flying on. Other people probably argue the point, but I just like to call it like this, basically. Just flick over and kind of change direction. It's more like a change direction in sense, which is what a split S maneuver is all about, changing direction. Anyway, so I always think that the best practice is to practice going through gaps. Whoops, and crashing is crashing. But I also like turning around like this and spinning. Let's try and get through this hole and go through the bugger, the digger, whatever it's called. And let's see what else we can do here. See what else we can do. Let's try and go bank right. Go through. Oh, no, it didn't work out. No problem. And let's come through here again and spin it around. Yes, nice. See, it's just cool little tricks like this, and the more confident you get with how the drone moves. I'm not saying the more confident you get with the controls, it's how the drone moves and how you can control it, and when to start banking the other way. Let's try and go through this backwards. See, there we go. You've got to make sure that you get you're online for going through the hole and so on, and then just got to go with it. Got to go with it and crash a whole bunch of times. Let's see. I've crashed hundreds of thousands of times. I don't know, but let's just go through this backwards there. You see, crashed a little bit there. And we'll fly up now, and then got the throttle off. We're just going to fall down. We're going to go under this plane to the right, and try and define what you're going to do. Right, under the plane here. Oh, didn't work out. Oh, inside the plane now. Oh yeah, a bit too fast there, David. There we go. And let's just see what else we can do. I'm just talking. I'm just saying anything here. Okay, there's no meaning to what I have to say. You could probably just listen to some music whilst me flying this, but I can't be bothered adding any music to it, so just can listen to me or stick Spotify on and listen to your own music whilst doing it. And let's do like a turnaround in here. We can do that as well. But I mean, the yaw spin, I think, is probably one of the most important things that you can do is the yaw spin. And let's just turn it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the yaw spin is so helpful because you can do so many moves with it, and you can like go around corners. Okay, yaw spins predominantly help you to go around corners, but it's how and when you go around the corners, right? So it's like here we can pretty much turn even before we've got there, and then once we're ready, we just push the drone in the opposite direction. I don't want to get into momentum and stuff like that again, but we literally just we turn the drone around, and once we're ready to go, whoop, we crash into the thing. Let's do it again. We want to go here. We can turn the drone around. We're still moving backwards, pitch forward, and then we throttle on, and we'll change direction. So this is the key thing here: is that the change in the way your the camera's looking is not changing direction. It's just changing where you're looking. So we want to go 180 here. So we're going to turn around like that, pitch forward, throttle on. You see, there's 3 actions here. So we're going to yaw all the way around. We're going backwards, pitch forward, and then throttle on. We come back down again. And remember, when we want to drop, we just take, whoops. When we want to drop, throttle off. Okay, throttle off. There's no like flying downwards. You can fly downwards really fast, but you need to make sure you've got the right amount of power to get you out of that dive as well. Let's try and go through this here. And the more confident you get, the faster you're going to go through these holes, okay, or these gaps. And in the beginning, you just got to crash. You've got to look at it and go, I can get through that. Then you can start going through it backwards, okay? Or start turning once you go through it. And like I said, the more confident you get, the quicker and easier the movements get, and the more natural the movements get. So, but whoops, it all just comes with absolute practice, okay? And before you know it, you're doing crazy stuff. And it does come, like, this is the funny thing, if you did, like, say, an hour's practice and then left it for a couple of days, what's really weird is that when you pick it up again, you kind of automatically get better because your muscles, I don't know, have had a rest and stuff. And I've found that I couldn't do moves on one day, but I practice, and then come back to it a couple of days later, and I could just do it straight away, just because my fingers had time to I don't know, just learn it or do whatever it is that the brain and the fingers, how they communicate together with the eyes and stuff. But it's all about just practice and having fun, you know. That's the whole point of drone flying. It's about having fun and just enjoying the hobby. And you learn to crash on the simulators. That's what they're there for. They're there to learn to crash. And just remember, the throttle can be your enemy and can be your best friend as well, because you don't always need the throttle on. When you want to do a nice move, you just take the throttle off. And right, okay, we got stuck there. Let's go through here. Let's take throttle off. Yeah, okay, I'm being a little bit over exaggerating right now. But see, throttle back on again. You can see it jolt a little bit. Then I actually jolt my hands to show you a jolt, but you can't see my hands. Let's go through here backwards. Yep, see? And then we can come around again. Okay. There we go. Remember, it's all about practice and crashing on the simulator to push your abilities. Push your abilities here on the simulator and turning around. Remember, this took me a long time to get to this stage. A really, really, really long time. Okay, so, and I'm not here to. I'm not here for you to go, oh, David, you can fly a drone really well. What I'm here to do is to tell you that it needs practice, and this is the type of practice that I would do to enhance my drone flying. And I know that I can go underneath this plane now if I just drop it and come round and then go through. I know what my abilities are, and I know like here we can turn. I've got enough momentum to get under and a power on there. See? Do it again, get momentum, turn. We're just dropping, pitch up just to see it, come under, power on. There we go. And we'll do it again, all right? And upside down, power off. I've got power off, power on now. Oh, there. Okay. The digger was, oops. Let's get up here slowly. Oops. Okay. There we go. We just jumped straight out the wall. So let's do it again. It's all about practice, and no one's perfect, okay? Practice does make perfect, but you'll never reach perfect. That's why you practice all the time, okay? There's no such thing as 10 out of 10. There might be like 9.9 out of 10, but you should never aim to actually get 10 because you can always improve. If someone says you're perfect, that means that there's no room for improvement, and everyone can improve everything they do all the time by just doing it more and more and more and more. And if it's a test that you can pass 10 questions and you know all 10 answers to all 10 questions, why don't you ask yourself, are there more questions to ask, and can I split that one question down into 10 more questions to do it? And this is the same as drone flying, is that now that you've learned to do move A, can you see whether or not you can learn how to do that move a little bit more technical, a little bit better, more efficient and stuff like that, faster? Can you spin around the end of the plane in circles and so on? And this is another thing, is that for about the first 400 hours or something, I thought you couldn't do like a proper orbit that you could do on the DJI normal drones. But actually, if you practice enough, you can get a normal orbit. See? Look. A normal orbit. It's not as good as the other drones, but that's what these drones aren't supposed to be there for, in orbit like that. They're there for other styles of drone flying. Anyway, with that said, I think I've rambled on enough now, and I've done enough flying for this video. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you like this video, if you enjoyed listening to me about random stuff, then thank you very much for staying tuned. Let's see if, we can't make through that hole. Yeah, thank you very much for staying to the end of the video. Maybe you might want to check out some of my other videos. Otherwise, come and check me out on TikTok or Instagram if you like to look at some of my photos and some of my other stuff that I make. If not, just check out the other stuff on my channel. Got lots of programming videos, got lots of videos about Borussia Dortmund if you like that type of thing as well. Got some videos about me living, or talking about me living in Germany, and so on. So, and got some other stuff too. So, with that said, let's just finish this off now and say goodbye. Ciao, ciao, bye bye.